What if I told you that Barcelona hides places so beautiful that many travelers leave without ever discovering them? Get ready, because you are about to explore the 10 most impressive, sensory and authentic corners and experiences that only Barcelona can offer. It's not your typical tour. It's the most beautiful, the one that leaves you speechless, the one that makes you want to come back again and again. This is Barcelona as you've never seen it before. Imagine starting the day with the sun reflecting on the waters of the Mediterranean, while in the distance, one of the most impressive works ever built by humankind appears. Number 10. The Holy Family. It's not just a church, it's a dream in stone that has been growing for over 140 years. Its silhouette is unmistakable. Towers that rise like needles to the sky, details that tell biblical stories, and a harmony that overflows with spirituality, even if you're not a believer. Designed by Antoni Gaudí, each facade tells its own unique story. The Nativity facade bursts with life, full of animals, plants, and hopeful scenes carved in stone. The Passion facade, in contrast, speaks of pain and sacrifice, with sharp lines and haunting, powerful figures. But the most striking feature is inside. Light streams in through stained glass windows and is projected onto columns that branch out like trees. It's like walking through a sacred forest where silence reigns unbidden. Gaudí envisioned this space as a work that united nature and faith, and he achieved it with a vision that is still being developed today. Every corner holds a surprising detail, from the geometric forms inspired by nature to the hidden symbolism. Local tip: buy your tickets online and choose sunset to visit. The golden light transforms the interior into a unique visual spectacle. The Sagrada Familia is not just seen, it is felt, and it stays with you long after you leave. Number 9. The Gothic Quarter. Entering the Gothic Quarter is like stepping through a portal in time. Suddenly, the modern bustle of Barcelona disappears, and you find yourself enveloped by narrow streets, stone walls, and a silence that seems to come from centuries past. Here, every step tells a story. There are corners where you can still breathe the air of ancient Roman Barcino, and others where Gothic churches stand, witnessing generations come and go. The famous bridge on Carrer del Bisbe, with its neo-Gothic style, hangs between two buildings like a walkway from another world. If you look closely, you'll even find a carved skull and a legend behind it. One of the pleasures of this neighborhood is simply letting yourself wander. Walk aimlessly, look up, observe the details on the balconies, the doorways, the shadows cast by the light in the alleyways. Suddenly, without even trying, you'll find yourself in Placa Real, palm trees, lampposts designed by Gaudí, and terraces brimming with life. Barcelona Cathedral stands majestically in the heart of the neighborhood, and it's worth pausing for a moment in front of its facade to admire the details. If you can, go inside. And if you're lucky, a group of street musicians might be playing at that very moment, making the experience perfect. Local tip: visit early in the morning or at dusk, when the streets are quieter and the light creates an even more magical atmosphere. Number 8. Park Güell. Imagine climbing a hill where, instead of ordinary trees and benches, you're greeted by impossible shapes, shimmering mosaics, and structures that seem straight out of a fairy tale. That's Park Güell, the perfect gateway to Gaudí's dreamlike world. Nothing in this park is accidental. Every undulating bench, every staircase, every crooked column reflects a vision that blends art, functionality, and nature. The ceramic dragon guarding the entrance, with its colorful trencadís, that technique so characteristic of Gaudí, made with pieces of recycled ceramic, has become a symbol of the city. Walking through here is to leave the predictable behind. The columns of the washerwoman's portico resemble petrified trees bent by the wind. The upper terraces offer sweeping views across Barcelona. with the Mediterranean Sea in the background and the spires of the Sagrada Familia standing out on the horizon. More than a park, it's a sensory experience. Listening to the birds sing, feeling the breeze, watching the sun play with the colors of the mosaic, everything invites you to stop and contemplate. Local tip: go first thing in the morning when the park is still quiet. It's the perfect time to take photos without crowds and enjoy a tranquility that later on dissipates as tourists gather. Park Güell isn't something you just walk through, it's something you discover. And every corner is a surprise that makes you smile. Number 7. Tapas in Elborn. Barcelona isn't just admired, it's savored. And if there's one neighborhood that combines history, atmosphere, and great food, it's undoubtedly Elborn. This corner of the old town is perfect for getting lost among cobbled streets, facades steeped in centuries of history, and the aromas wafting from every bar and restaurant. Here, tapas aren't just food, they're a way of life. From the classic bread with tomato to more creative dishes, every bite has its own story. Try the bombas, those crispy spheres filled with spicy meat and topped with aioli and brava sauce. Or the creamy croquettes that melt in your mouth at the first bite. Pair it with a glass of homemade vermouth, served with ice, an orange slice, and an olive. Simple, but perfect. One of the neighborhood's lesser-known treasures is the Mercat de Santa Caterina. Its colorful, undulating roof catches the eye from afar, but the best part is inside. Stalls selling fresh produce, artisanal cheeses, Iberian ham, and small shops where you can sit and enjoy freshly prepared dishes, surrounded by locals. Elborn is vibrant at any time of day. At midday, it's ideal for enjoying tapas at a leisurely pace. As evening falls, the bars fill with conversation, laughter, and soft music. Everything invites you to linger a little longer. Local tip: don't be in a hurry. Here, eating is an experience to be enjoyed without looking at the clock. And always, always hungry. Number 6. Montjuïc at sunset. Montjuïc is not just a mountain. It is a high refuge, a natural viewpoint from which Barcelona unfolds like a living postcard, always changing with the light of day. Upon reaching the summit, Montjuïc Castle welcomes you with its rich history and spectacular views. From its ramparts, you can see the port, the cranes in motion, the ships scurrying in and out like ants on the water, and beyond, the beaches that hug the city. But what makes Montjuïc special isn't just the views. As you walk down its paths, you'll discover hidden gardens, like the Botanical Garden or the Joan Maragall Gardens, where peace and greenery envelop you. Sculptures, fountains, and benches where you can sit and contemplate are tucked away among the vegetation. Along the way, you can visit museums like the MNAC, the National Art Museum of Catalonia, whose facade is imposing, but whose interior holds Romanesque and Gothic treasures that will leave you speechless. And when night falls, the magic fountain comes alive. Water, light, music, and color combine in a spectacle that continues to thrill, no matter how many times you've seen it. Families, couples, travelers, everyone stops, gazing wide-eyed. Local tip: take the cable car up for a bird's-eye view of the city and walk down to discover every corner at your leisure. Montjuïc is best enjoyed step by step, without rushing, and with all your senses open. Number 5. La Barceloneta. There are places that need no introduction, and Barceloneta is one of them. Just arrive, take off your shoes, and feel the golden sand beneath your feet to know you're in the heart of the Mediterranean. This old fishing quarter retains its authentic essence despite the passage of time. The narrow facades, the clotheslines hanging from the balconies, the bars with decades of history. Everything speaks of a vibrant neighborhood, proud of its past. The beach, of course, is the main attraction. Whether it's summer with the umbrellas outstretched or winter with the sun low but gentle, there's always something to do. You can rent a bike and explore the promenade that connects to other beaches, play sports in the designated areas, or simply sit by the sea with a cold beer and let the sound of the waves soothe your mind. But the soul of La Barceloneta lies in its beach bars. These seaside restaurants, where seafood paella smells heavenly and grilled prawns become a complete sensory experience, offer a taste of pure magic. Order some tapas, a glass of chilled white wine, and let the afternoon drift by slowly as the sky turns orange and conversations flow freely. Local tip: avoid the touristy restaurants on the main promenade and venture a few streets into the neighborhood. There you'll find places frequented by locals with fairer prices and even more authentic flavors. Number 4. Casa Batlló. Casa Batlló isn't visited. It's contemplated, explored, and breathed in. Because this building doesn't seem to be made of stone and glass, but of movement, light, and imagination. Gaudí completely transformed it at the beginning of the 20th century, drawing inspiration from the sea. Everything in his design evokes marine nature: the undulating railings, the ceramic scales on the facade, the balconies that resemble shells, and that rooftop that looks like the back of a sleeping dragon. From the outside, it's already impressive. The facade shines with colors that change depending on the time of day, as if the house were responding to the sunlight. But once you step inside, the real journey begins. There are no straight lines. Everything flows. The walls resemble frozen waves. The windows filter the light as if you were underwater. And every detail, from the doorknobs to the ceilings, has been designed to create harmony and surprise. One of the best ways to experience Casa Batlló is with the night tour, which includes an augmented reality experience. You put on your headphones, and suddenly the building comes to life. You hear the sound of water, see sea creatures projected on the walls, and feel like you're inside a modernist fantasy. Local tip: book your ticket for late afternoon when there are fewer visitors. This way, you can enjoy the experience at your leisure, soak up the atmosphere, and leave just in time to see the facade illuminated by the city lights. Number 3. The Carmel Bunker. There's no more authentic view of Barcelona than the one from the Carmel Bunker. There's no scenery, no music, no stagecraft. Just you, the city, and a silence that speaks volumes. Perched atop Turó de la Rovira, this former military enclave from the Spanish Civil War has become one of the city's most authentic viewpoints. It's not a luxurious spot. There are no gleaming railings or souvenir shops, but that's precisely its charm. It's pure, raw, and real. From the top, the city unfolds in a 360-degree panorama. You can see the Sagrada Familia peeking out from among the buildings, the coastline cutting across the horizon, the hills in the distance. All of Barcelona stretches out before you like a vibrant, three-dimensional map. The ritual is simple. You walk up with some food, a drink, and a blanket. You sit on the ground against one of the old cement walls and watch the sun slowly set. The city lights come on, the shadows shift, and a kind of peace envelops everything. Local tip: go at sunset and bring something to share. No need to speak, just look. Because sometimes the most magical moments are the simplest, and this is one of them. Number 2. Take a walk through the Example district. The Example isn't meant to be rushed. It's meant to be savored step by step, like someone reading a novel without wanting to reach the end. Because this neighborhood, which at first glance might seem simply elegant and orderly, is actually a masterpiece of urban planning and an open-air art gallery. Designed in the 19th century by Ildefonso Cerda, the Example district was revolutionary in its time. Perfect city blocks, wide streets, and octagonal intersections that allow you to see the sky at every corner. From the air, its grid pattern is unmistakable. From the ground, what impresses is the attention to detail. Here, every block has its own character: Designer shops hidden behind understated facades. Quiet cafes where coffee is savored at a leisurely pace. Charming bookstores that invite you to step in just to browse, and from which you always leave with something under your arm. And of course, modernist architecture fills everything with life. Houses like La Mila, also known as La Pedrera, seem sculpted by the wind. Their wrought iron balconies, their curved forms, their free spirit set the rhythm of the stroll. Local tip: wander aimlessly. Look up. Notice the balconies, the carved doorways, the mosaics that appear where you least expect them. The example doesn't shout, it whispers. But those who know how to listen will experience one of the most beautiful walks in Barcelona. Number 1. The Monastery of Pedralbes. There are places that don't seek to impress, but rather to embrace you in silence. The Pedralbes Monastery is one of them. Hidden away in the upper part of Barcelona, far from the main tourist routes, this former Gothic convent is a haven of calm in the midst of the modern world. Founded in 1326, it was conceived as a place of spiritual retreat for Poor Clare nuns, and it still maintains that atmosphere of contemplation. Upon entering, the pace of the city fades away. The air is fresher, footsteps sound different, and everything, the stone, the vegetation, the light, invites you to slow down. Its Gothic cloister is the heart of the complex. 3 levels of slender columns surrounding a central garden where lemon trees, cypresses, and murmuring fountains flourish. Walking through this cloister is like floating in another era. The light enters at an angle, caressing the walls and creating soft shadows that seem to silently paint history. Inside, the museum houses liturgical objects, manuscripts, frescoes, and artifacts that speak of centuries of monastic life. But its greatest value isn't in display cases, it's in the atmosphere. In the feeling of being inside a space that has witnessed centuries of faith, art, and contemplation. Local tip: go on weekdays when there are fewer visitors. Sit for a moment in the cloister, close your eyes, and simply breathe. In a world full of noise, this is a place that brings you back silence and with it peace. Now that you know these 10 places and experiences that make Barcelona such a unique city, the question is, which one are you going to experience first? Let me know in the comments which place has impressed you the most, or if you have already experienced any of these magical moments. If you enjoyed this tour, subscribe for more adventures in Spain. Leave a like and share this video with someone who dreams of coming to Barcelona, because the best part of a trip is sharing it.